It's time to check out another homebrew. Today we're going to try Alternate Alt from Kinney. Let's crack it open. Welcome back, everybody. So we are going to try Alternate Alt. This was sent to me by Kinney, so thank you, Kinney, for sending this. Let's go ahead and get it into a glass. Just like on the other beer, the Uncle Dunkel, I think it was, he did send me his recipe and all that, so we will look at that real quick. So this is a 4.59 ABV, 30 IBUs. SRM he's showing is 17. Original gravity was 1045. No, I'm sorry, 1043. Finished gravity is 1010. This was a brew in the bag. It does show the grains, but I'm not sure what those grains were. It says keg connection kit, mid hops. I was missing 0.75 ounces of spalt. Hops, 1 ounce of Willemite at 80 minutes, 1 ounce of splat at 20, Willemite again at 5, then the splat, I guess that's how you pronounce it, at 5. This was a 90-minute, or I'm sorry, an 80-minute boil. And looking at his notes, it looks like he mashed 3 gallons at 110 for 15 minutes, 222 for 20 minutes, then 150 for 60 minutes. 168 mash out for 10 minutes, sparge 3 gallons of 170. So this was made, brew date was 1/22/18, bottle date was 5/8/18, so a little over 2 months old right now. It's good to try beers like this. You know, I've never made anything like this or took the time to do a step mash like he did. So it's fun for me to try these different beers. We don't have a head. I'm pretty sure this was bottled from the keg. I could be wrong. Kenny will have to let us know. If we go ahead and look at the color, I would say amber color, medium to dark amber color. I can see through it. I can see the light. I do have some bubbles coming up. It looks like it's carved just fine. Let's go ahead and get a nose, see what we get. Like toasted sweet bread is what I get the most out of the smell. I'm guessing if you did this blindfolded, you would almost think it's a brown to a porter, somewhere in there. It's like roasted malt. I'm guessing from those grains, that mash in being stepped like it is, you are going to get maybe some more roasted malts out of it. If you started with a lighter, it might get darker like this just because you are mashing with different temperatures, so it's going to pull more. I could be wrong. Yeah, sweet toasted bread is kind of what I get the most, but I do get like a roasted malt out of there. Let's go ahead and get a drink. Yeah, it's almost like a bock or something like that. Like it's roasted, like a sweet roasted malt, very thin body, very smooth, goes down easy. Once it's down, it's pretty much gone. I To me, it's kind of on the light side. but that could just be me. And it could be my brain also thinking that because the color of it isn't necessarily how thick the body of the beer is. This is a very thin, almost watery beer, but it's got those dark grains to kind of give you a different taste in a light beer. This is another one I could see if you know somebody getting into homebrew or craft beer. This is a good one. Really nothing strong to stick out. It's a good beer, but I don't think it would, deter somebody that drinks, Bud Light or something like that from trying something like this, because it is light. There's no harsh tastes in there. It's just that kind of roasted malt. Excuse me. Roasted malt, a little bit of breadiness, and it's pretty much gone. Aftertaste, I do get a light roasted malt in my mouth. Yeah. This is something I could see making and drinking all the time because it's light, the ABV's not high. You're not going to get an alcohol burn. You could drink a lot of them. I was going to look again just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else. He did put it in secondary on 129.18, so it did sit in second. Oh, he lagered it. That's why it's so smooth. Okay, so he did lager this. This is a big brew, because usually, like in one of my standards, you're going to heat up your mash in water, you're going to mash for an hour, and then you're going to start vlor off your first runnings, your second runnings, and the mash out. You're going to collect your wort, you're going to boil for an hour, and you're done. But on this one, like I said, he started at the 110 for 15 minutes, then moved to a 122 for 20 minutes, then up to a 150 for 60 minutes. Mash out was 168 for 10, and then he sparged with 3 gallons at 170, and then he lagered it for 4 weeks. But I'm guessing he must have a cool place, because that would have been in the middle of winter that would stay cold. So I'm guessing that's what he did. It doesn't show a temperature. I don't know what that lager temperature was, but yeah, that's a long brew. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Tastes good to me. So thank you to Kenny for sending this, and until next time, happy brewing.